He just wants to be friends.
Damn it. That was close.
Nice. I hope this chamber is shut tight.
If not, we better find another exit. Otherwise, we're trapped in here.
Okay, now I'm understanding why the facility's flooded. It's built into a giant glacier. Whoa, there's the creature.
Lord Almighty.
Evie recognized the gigantic creature at once. It was the same one she had seen in her visions.
Look at the size of that creature.
Harry remained silent. He was in shock, but not because the sight of that creature bewildered him. Quite the opposite. Something about it felt disturbingly familiar.
So the Nazis called the black smoke things polyps.
That bastard's doll has disappeared with the totem and has let the polyp loose. He doomed us all. We never should have trusted him. That's a lot.
December 6th, 1942. Delmire's mind-link device functioned, but the creature refuses to communicate with us. It merely repeats the same unintelligible gibberish again and again. We have managed to isolate 2 words, Pinacotus and Dr. West.
That's cool. You can see the reflection in the ice. That's a nice little detail. That's very cool.
Looks like this message never got sent.
Are they really going to shut down the program? Are they really going to shut the program down? How can they do so? How can they be so foolish? Otto understood our vision. If the Fuhrer will not believe in what we are doing, I shall find someone who will.
Apparently, the Nazis tried to communicate with that creature.
Since no panel or sensor of any kind is present on the craft, and the creature does not appear anatomically equipped to produce sounds, I theorize that it controls the vessel by means of some form of cerebral alignment. I have designed a prototype apparatus to, in essence, attune to the creature's brain activity. This should enable direct communication with it.
Looks like a door.
This looks like the entrance to that...
Harry finally resigned himself to their situation, bizarre as it was.
flying saucer. But it's sealed shut.
They've had all this time to try and communicate with the creature. Why didn't they just dig it out?
This seat is what the Nazis used to try to communicate with the creature.
All right, there's no time to waste. Try connecting me to that machine, Professor.
Evie knew perfectly well that the professor was about to rattle off a whole list of reasons why they shouldn't go through with it, but she had neither the time nor the patience to listen to them.
And before you say anything, yes, Professor, we have to do it. Because we're trapped in here. And yes, Professor, it does have to be me. Because I'm the one who has dreamed of that creature. And the one who understands its language. I know you're trying to protect me. But I need you to trust me. Just this once?
Before the argument had even started, Harry had to concede defeat.
You're impossible, do you know that?
All right. Strap in.
That seems to power the machine connected to the chair. You can sit down, Evangeline. This apparatus identifies matching brainwave patterns between Evangeline and that creature.
Okay.
Another brainwave match.
Good.
Trial and error. Okay, I think that was all the possible combinations. So we got alignment, 4 different brainwaves. So C4 and CD.
Geeignet means suitable, and untauglich means unsuitable.
It must refer to the brain waves.
Okay, there has to be a note somewhere. Because I can't imagine they would just focus on constantly trying everything. Maybe? This is the only page for it. I didn't see any other notes. Well, there's this one. Yeah, that was the only note about this machine. Give me another loop around. This is that angry... angry letter. No. So 3. A3 gets low waves. B1 gets high smooth waves. B2 is plateau waves. C4 spike waves. 3B plateau, and D4 spike. So the ones that are different are A3 and B1. I don't know if that means anything. Oh, wait a minute. It's A3? B1? B... Nope, that ain't it. C4 and D4? A3, B1, B2, C4, and D4? D3? Let's try B1. C4, B2, B1. What are we on? B1. B3, B1, C4, D3. Ha! Yes.
Everything is set. So whenever you're ready.
Go ahead.
Evie found herself in the literal blink of an eye in a completely different place. And it would happen to her more than once that day. As she tried to figure out what was happening, a strange but familiar voice startled her.
Evie. Velkonul. Nakatun. Vekra.
I have been waiting for you for millions of years, it said.
Are you?
I am the great engineer of Nakotis. After so much trouble, Evie was finally before the great engineer. It was her one chance to ask everything she needed to know.
I need answers. What do you want from
Oh, shit.
me? What do you want me to do?
Everything is set. You must close the loop.
Close the loop? What are you talking about?
Take my ship. Travel to Nakotis, the Nakotis of your time. Stop, Bowen. My race will be saved.
Why me? Why did you choose me?
It wasn't me. It was Dr. West who chose you.
What? But what am I supposed to do? I'm just...
You can close the loop. You must close the loop.
I can understand your language. How is that possible?
Your mind in my body. My mind in your body.
How is... When did that happen?
When you were in Nakotis. The Nakotis of my time.
do you want me to... Is there any way I can set you free?
You will do it when you close the loop. Or maybe you did it when you closed the loop. The complex Yithian language made no distinction between verb tenses. Therefore, that sentence could be understood as an instruction given in the past, present, and future alike.
But how am I going to do that? Where is the Nakotis of my time?
You need to remember its location. Remember.
Remember it? How?
Hearing that, Evie was left speechless. Follow Everhart's instructions. Evie didn't have time to ask another question, because in the blink of an eye, she found herself once again in that stone city from her dreams. Except now she knew it wasn't a dream. It was a memory.
My hands. Heavens, look at my hands.
Those Yithian appendages could hardly be called hands, but that was how Evie perceived them.
This was part of my information exchange with the Yithians. I believed I had to tell the Yithians everything about my time in exchange for my freedom, but I was wrong.
Indeed, Yithians merely use the knowledge of others to plan their own decisions, in the future and in the past.
In my time, 1956, advanced experiments are being conducted with nuclear power. Its principle is based on the fission of the atom, a process that releases an amount of energy millions of times greater than that of traditional fuels. Since the war, nuclear fission has been applied for military purposes, but it's also being studied for civilian use to produce electricity. There are ongoing projects to build controlled reactors that could supply entire cities without the need for conventional fuels.
Looks like I also took notes of what happened here in Nakotis.
The creatures that inhabit this city, who claim to belong to the great race of Yith, employ an exceedingly complex system of transportation. All energy appears to be powered by a peculiar black fluid, which they handle with extreme caution and store in statue-shaped stone containers. This place is fascinating.
So even they are cautious with their fuel source, the material.
I can't believe I couldn't remember this amazing view of the towers of Nakotis.
It's very pretty.
Find Everhart's notes and follow them.
But where are Everhart's notes? Where can I find them?
So somehow the creatures
I always
are
thought my dreams didn't take place here on Earth, but now I understand that this is how Earth used to be, millions of years ago.
Specifically, when the Earth's landmass was fused into one continent, Pangaea.
oh, they're little pets.
Look at how tiny that Dimetrodon looks now.
Little babies hanging out in the little ponds. So I'm guessing these creatures are sending their minds into the future, and that's what's causing the memory blank in the people. So they're studying what the people of the current time know, and then the people from the current time come back here and leave their notes behind.
That's an ammonite. Cephalopods that lived during the Devonian period, 400 million years ago.
Where am I going?
These ceilings sure are high.
Evie suddenly remembered the colossal corridors and massive stone slabs of the great library of Nakotis.
Can I go this way?
What is this thing? I remember it.
Hold on. It looks like a transportation
I
device.
remember this. I went to the Great Library every day.
They need some shelves.
I believe I've seen some of these murals around here.
The murals depict creatures from the Cambrian to the Quaternary period, but no further. I do not understand why. Are they incapable of going beyond that point? The only explanation is that something really important must have happened during our era. Perhaps something in our time limits their ability to travel mentally through time. I could try asking the great engineer, although he is very reluctant to speak about the future.
Look at all these volumes. All that knowledge. I wish I could come back here someday and read through all of these.
It's honestly kind of underwhelming.
This mural doesn't look like decoration, but I'm not sure what it represents.
That's the solar system. Pretty sure. Got Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto.
Wow. Is this some kind of time location finder? Unbelievable.
Narcotic Archive 9, Central Map Instructions. Non-static astronomical representation. By providing a constellation and an era, the map returns the spatial coordinates corresponding to a specific location. Required data, constellation, and desired era. Expected result, output of the spatial coordinates corresponding to that temporal era.
Okay. So we got notes about the murals. Excuse me. The central map. This and the little dinosaurs for some reason.
This is the professor's handwriting. He really was in Nakotis.
Okay.
Another note from the professor.
Where the hell am I? Why do I keep dreaming of this strange place? When I wake up, I'm still on the island, and every night, I return here. None of this has anything to do with Nora, does it?
time-space observatory operates using 3 symbols. Numbers? Is there an order? There must be They must be related to the eras of Earth.
This observatory must be used to find the constellations associated with a specific time and location.
Narcotic Archive 7. Instructions for use of the Spatiotemporal Observatory. By providing a determined planet and era, it returns the constellation associated with that point in the space-time continuum. Data to be entered: planet and desired era. Expected result: display of the constellation pattern associated with the requested space-time point.
This is the altar I worked in.
These her notes?
Looks like I deciphered the numeric coding of the Yithians.
These aren't random symbols. They're numbers. Notes from the other viewer for my time seem to suggest the same. Must be a brilliant individual. Notes from the other visitor from my time seems to suggest the same. Must be a brilliant individual. So she was receiving notes from the professor. At least she saw his notes.
This is the ink I used to write with. I don't understand this language.
I thought she could understand the language. I thought that was the whole point.
Tyrannosaurus rex, a dinosaur from the late Cretaceous period, 68 million years ago. A Dimetrodon from the early Permian, 270 million years ago.
Well, we saw those outside.
Everything is so beautiful here. I suppose this mural refers to us, Homo sapiens. We appeared roughly 300,000 years ago, in the Middle Pleistocene.
This must be the observatory? Or the... Okay. There was another path that we did not explore yet. Oh, that looks like something. We did not go in this direction.
Whoa! My goodness!
Was that? Oh, I didn't mean to go back.
These light conveyor belts.
Does this just carry people above the black ooze? Black sludge? You know, because that's extremely safe.
That seems to be a mammoth, late Pliocene, 2.5 million years ago.
And this is the altar. Okay. And this is definitely an observatory.
The same constellation I saw in my dreams. It must be important if they built this lookout for it.
Let's check our notes. So we know the numbers from 1, 2, 6, and 7. We know these must be representations of Earth. So that must mean that line, and then a dot would represent 3, because we know Earth is 3. Line, dot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perhaps not. Oh, that must be the moon. Yeah, that must be a representation of the moon. Then Saturn, or Jupiter and its moons. Saturn and the rings. Uranus and the rings, and its rings. Neptune, then Pluto. So the observatory, and then the central map. So we're looking at the central map, input, constellation, and desired era, output, new location. What era do I want? This is an important constellation. Constellation and desired era. Can we find that constellation on this? Six. So let's do one. One. We don't have constellation to connect to one. Unless it's supposed to be the planet? No. No. None of these look like the planets, so perhaps I need to go to the observatory. We gotta go around the other way. So we're at the observatory, and we look at, yes, they have the constellations up on the top. That's 3. This is 0. Then we have 1. 2, 3, then 4. Sort of like Roman numerals. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then these are the planets. So we want, I'm assuming we want Earth, so that should be, looks like it's 1, 2, is this Earth? Earth should have 2 lines. This one, this is Earth. What was the constellation? Kind of looks like a vase. Nope, that's not what I want. Okay. Bring it back down. This rotates it. So that was at 0, and this is at 1. go up. Then that shows these. Okay. So we're getting a little closer. Bring it back down. C2. Sarah 2. There. That's the vase. So that's the constellation of now. Right? Because it's in the sky. So we're in the second era of Earth.
Yes! This is the constellation I've been looking for.
Out of curiosity, I want to look at the other ones. Okay, it looks like they're all kind of the same ones. How do I get out of here? Oh, there it is. There's the door. So I know the constellation. I know the era. Not sure what this information is good for. But we'll see. This way? Then that's this machine. And I'm looking for... Nope. This one? Then rotate it this way. And that was era 2? 3? Maybe era 1? One, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Eight, 9, 3, 4, 5. Yes, I remember now. Those were the coordinates. Great engineer. I know where to find the Nakotis of my time, but all I have are Yithian coordinates. And there's no way out of here. There's one of those black smoke polyps on the other side of the chamber door.
Take my vessel.
What? The vessel? You mean the spaceship?
Evie's heart skipped a beat. Piloting a flying saucer was something straight out of a science fiction novel.
But the vessel door won't open. How am I supposed to...
Your mind is now fully synchronized with the Yithians. Travel to Nakotis. Stop, Bowen. Close the loop.
But what about you? I can't just leave you trapped here.
It is irrelevant. Close the loop. And with those final words, as Evangeline blinked, she found herself standing before Harry, back inside the Spitzbergen bunker again.
Evangeline? Can you hear me? Are you all right?
Yes, Professor. I'm here. I'm just a little bit dizzy.
Well, did you manage to talk with that thing? What did you find out?
We have to use the spaceship to get out of here.
What? How? Did that creature give you a crash course in flying saucers or something?
No, it's not that. But you have to trust me again, Professor.
Harry realized there wasn't.
I like that every time she ever makes up a plan, it sounds fucking insane. We gotta take the
Professor.
flying saucer.
Isn't this fascinating?
There doesn't seem to be any power. You sure you can pilot this spaceship?
I'm not sure pilot is the right word, Professor.
I'm not even sure ship is the right word. This looks more like a building than a vehicle.
Yeah, this seems more like maybe a time
There
machine.
surely has to be a starter somewhere, right?
Evie recognized a platform very similar to the one in the refinery beneath the Virginia caves, and understood what she had to do.
Look, Professor, it's working. The spaceship is powered up now.
Okay.
Damn it, where's the steering wheel?
It probably doesn't need one.
There's some stuff over there. I want to go see that direction. No, nothing over here. I don't see anything over there.
It looks like an autopilot, but it doesn't just maintain altitude and course. It moves toward specific coordinates, which they express with numbers.
What was the coordinates? 8, 9. Let's do 8. That was then 2 dots. Yes. 9, which is all 3 lines and 3 dots. I wish it would have added all the numbers here, but I feel like I got them. 3, 1, 2. Oh no, that's not. That's 4. Then 5. No. 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 This is 4. This is 5.
I think I've got it. I've set the navigation system to the coordinates of Nicotis. There you are, Professor. The steering wheel.
Looks like one. Sort of.
It's more like a lever.
Can you help me with this, please?
Are you gonna... What am I doing?
Buckle up, Professor. Whoa!
Whoa!
That was the shift gear, not the steering wheel.
Better find something to hang on to.
Hey, it's moving. Look, it's breaking the ice. So where are we headed?
To Nicotis, or what's left of it. Those dreams you had about that place? They weren't dreams. You were there, millions of years ago.
Millions of years ago? What are you talking about?
The great race of Yith can transfer its mind to the past, present, or future. At some point, they exchanged minds with you. Good heavens. Can you imagine what that must be like? To move freely
I can
through...
imagine what the Nazis would have done if they'd gained that power. And don't forget, that Stahl fella still is among Bowen's gang of kooks. I'm not sure which I hate more, kooks or Nazis. In any case, I don't think anyone should meddle with that knowledge. As I've told you before, there are things we shouldn't... Evangeline, can you hear me? Evangeline? Oh, for heaven's sake, what's happening to you now?
Time and space?
Evangeline found herself in an unfamiliar place in an instant. For the fourth time in just a few hours.
Oh, come on. Now what? What's going on?
The difference was that this place didn't look like a narcotic construction at all. Nor was she inside the body of an alien creature. It just looked like the future.
Why am I connected to this machine? And is this... This isn't my body. Where am I?
Evie jolted in shock. If she was in this body, then who was with Harry on the spaceship to Narcotis?
This seems to be a more sophisticated version of the Spitsbergen mind-link device.
Evie didn't know whether to cry for help or stay silent. But what she saw when she opened the door left no room for doubt.
Oh, no.
Future!
That's Caleb Bowen.
So Bowen had gotten his way after all. How else could he be leading a top-secret research project for the government? And then Evie thought of something worse. What if Dr. West was none other than Caleb Bowen himself?
So, the future started experimenting with the time mind swapping.
I wonder what on earth the Project Archive is.
Confidential. Project Archive is a complete success. The reversible cognitive pattern transfer prototype has proven more reliable since we installed the connectors. Without a doubt, the information provided by Bowen back in the day really helped us prevent.
That add to my notes? No new notes yet.
A computer that connects to other computers. They must have used really advanced Yithian technology to create this.
Internet access is restricted within Project Archive. If necessary, request authorization to access the network. All information will be monitored. The use of external storage devices is strictly prohibited. Sincerely, the Project Archive Management Team.
Do you think that they used Ethian technology to make computers?
Is this a computer? That's small? But the ENIAC model at Miskatonic takes up an entire room. Dr. West. So this is the person behind everything that's happened.
Was there anything else? Because I bet I'll get a cutscene if I go in there.
What kind of machine is this?
Okay. Don't know what that does. I'm sure that's... Oh, that might be the brain waves. Like what was in the last area. Is this where it came from? go through here.
So this rule overrides another one. Interesting.
Red light indicates that the cable is plugged into region with no valid sockets. Red light overrides the green light. Green light
Good. That's useful.
Green light indicates that the last one cable is plugged into a valid socket.
Seems like instructions for that brain device.
A yellow light indicates that all cables are plugged into valid regions. And this was the computer room that I was... This is a different computer room? No, I think this is the one I was in. Yeah. Then this is the room that I came out of. Oh, maybe that was a different room. Hold on.
So I was right. This machine is a kind of mind swapper.
Confidential. During transfer, the RCPT connection schematic monitors display the emitter subject's brainwaves. To reverse the transfer, the core must be stabilized and the RCPT connection schematic must used again. Important to avoid temporal paradoxes, the receiver subject's original body must be used for the reversal. Dr. West.
The got the typo right there. Is that on the sheet? Where is that? Display, yep, the. Sloppy work there. And this is Dr. Webb's office.
So this machine is a mind-swapping device, just like the Yithians.
Dr. West, I'm pleased to inform you that, as you predicted, the wired connection has stabilized the core of the RCPT. I believe we'll soon be able to begin the mind transfer trials.
Where to next? Well, we looked at his... Does the guy have a poster of his own machine? A little conceited. How did he even get that made? If that's like it's supposed to be a state-of-the-art secret development, then why did he make a poster of it? He would have had to have that commissioned. I'm thinking too much into this. So, what was the colors? There's still a lot of notes I don't have. Red. Let's overwrite the green light. Yellow cables plugged into all valid regions. Okay. That's yellow. Green. I'm just trying everything. Trying anything that would work.
Darn it. This isn't right.
That's yellow? Oh! That scared me. Getting a lot of green, but not the yellow. Every time it shocks, it scares me. Makes me jump. Oh, yes.
Okay, let's try again. No, this isn't working.
What? What? Cables are plugged into valid.
Darn it. This isn't right.
Alright, clearly I'm missing something. Because both sets are green. I tried both sets are yellow. It's not.
Darn it. This
Yeah.
isn't right.
Alright, I'm gonna look around more. Maybe I'm missing something. What? Why did that one work?
Yes, yes, yes. I did it. That mind-swapping device seems to be powered on again. I hope this works.
Why did that one work, but none of the other combinations did? There's literally nothing different. That was stupid. That was a dumb puzzle. You gonna get in? I need to go around the other side? Yeah.
God, I hope this works. I need it to work. It's got to... Professor Everhart, listen carefully to what I have to tell you, please.
Evangeline, are you...
I am not Evangeline. I am Dr. West. Please, listen to me. You won't like what I'm about to say, but I need you to listen carefully and do exactly as I tell you. A greater plan is unfolding, and you must fulfill it to guarantee the survival of not only the human race, but of the space-time continuum itself.
I'm sorry, but I'm not the best at following orders. I don't exactly get along
with quacks like me? Yes, I've heard that before.
Who the hell is this Dr. West? And how could he know what I was going to say? Harry thought.
Listen to me, please. You will reach the ruins of Nicotis, and you will find Caleb Bowen. Don't worry, you will stop him.
That is certainly a relief. I wouldn't want to live in a world where Bowen...
I'm not finished. There is a price to pay for Bowen's defeat, and that is Evangeline's life.
What? You can't be serious.
I am. Evangeline has to sacrifice herself, Professor. It's the only way to stop Bowen and preserve the space-time continuum.
No chance, Harry thought. But he couldn't help wondering, if Dr. West really did know the future, could he actually be telling the truth?
Forget it. I won't let that girl die.
Then you'll be condemning us all to oblivion, causing Bowen's triumph and the collapse of the space-time continuum. There's no more time. But remember what I said. Evangeline must sacrifice herself.
Harry considered answering, but found nothing to say. Arguing with someone who could see the future was pointless.
I know you will do the right thing, Professor Everhart. After all, we've been through this before. Work, damn it! I made it. I'm back. Professor, what happened?
Evangeline? Are you here with me?
Yes, it's me. I'm back.
What happened to you? Where did you...
I was in the future, I believe. But what happened here? Someone pushed me out of my own body, Professor. Who was it?
Harry hesitated before answering. He knew his words might change what was about to happen.
It was Dr. West.
took over your body.
What? What for? What did he say?
For a brief instant, Harry thought of telling Evie about the sacrifice. But then he decided against it. That would only trouble her. And after all, Harry had already made up his mind. Or had he?
He said we're going to stop Bowen. We're going to make it.
Really? I don't know. Let's take that with a grain of salt for now. I need to tell you something. I don't know if this Dr. West can be trusted. I'm not sure, but I think he works, or worked, with Bowen.
Was that true? If it was, that changed everything. Harry had to tell Evie the truth, right now.
Evangeline, listen.
Professor, look! The ship's slowing down. We're descending. This looks like...
We finally make it.
Ocean.
Nicotis is somewhere in the Pacific?
Looks like it.
Hold on, Professor. I think we're about to land.